We have another scandal to report from the heart of the Tory government and Rishi Sunak's wife's company, Infosys. Now, over the last year or two, we have been exploring all the issues around Rishi Sunak and his father-in-law and his wife and the companies that they're linked with and the sort of relationship they've had while he became while he was a member of parliament as a backbencher, then he became chancellor and now prime minister. Well, we have another problem, and that's about the fact that one of the top Tory ministers, Dominic Johnson, actually has been found to favour Infosys and offered to actually do a VIP lane. Oh yeah, have you heard of VIP lanes? Remember the lockdown days? It's that concept on steroid. Yes, this is Lord Dominic Johnson, who has actually now been exposed in terms of trying to help Rishi Sunak's wife's company. The Trade Minister, Lord Johnson, said that he was keen to see a bigger Infosys presence in the UK and would be happy to do what he could to facilitate that. Infosys is now surveying for UK contracts that are worth £750 million. Now, Lord Johnson also said that we value the relationship with Infosys and will continue to engage at the ministerial level when requested of us. Now, some people would say, well, what's wrong with it? He's a minister. And of course, his job is to work for the interests of Britain. Yes, but not when he does it behind closed doors without clarifying exactly why he's favouring one company over the others. Now, this is about the meetings that Johnson had actually in India with the people in charge of Infosys. Now, the details of the meeting in India, which was last April, wasn't actually released until the Daily Mirror actually asked for them, and its revelation followed their story on how Infosys was potentially in line for millions in public money, or taxpayers' money, after being put on an approved list of suppliers for public sector contracts worth more than 750 million. Now, it's important to also clarify that one of the firm's biggest investors is actually Somerset Capital, which was co-founded by Lord Johnson himself. It was a major Tory donor who Mr. Sunak, obviously, as Prime Minister, reappointed as Trade Minister after he became Prime Minister in October 2022. So, if you have enough money, become a Tory donor and you could become a Lord and a Government Minister. Now, the India meeting in April this year also included discussions over the free trade agreement that was being negotiated between India and the UK and how it would benefit Infosys. What? Oh yes, and in case you didn't know, this 4-day trip to India cost the Department for Business and Trade £8,167. £8,000 for a 4-day trip to India. And this is the same government who comes and tells you that we don't have enough money for things. Yeah, because you're wasting it left, right and centre. This is the whole problem with the concept of so-called conservatives not being conservative enough inside government for themselves, let alone for the rest of the country. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.